Let's go back to Don Lemon, because I just jumped all over for a second. With Jussie.
Those fucking two.
Don Lemon's a cuck.
Yeah, no, he's a conniving little bastard, bro.
Well, one, I'm trying to get my timeline straight because of his cuckery. Started out, Jussie Smollett, the attack happened. Don Lemon was definitely one of the ones on his side, pushing, hey, this was a hate crime, Trump people, Trump bad, Jussie good.
MAGA, 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 beat up bad.
Yes. Then people like Zach and I, and many other new media people, I'd say, started this push, started realizing, wait a second. Chicago.
You're telling me 2 a.m.
Winter. Literally the coldest place in America at the time, other than fucking Alaska.
2 a.m. getting Subway?
Tuna? If you're going to Subway, at least get a fucking Italian.
BMT. It didn't make any goddamn sense.
Noose around the neck.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Bleach.
Bleach. 2 a.m.
Hey, this is MAGA country.
And it didn't take long for that to get exposed, too, which was funny.
It got very exposed. Now, it actually got exposed pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. It didn't take long. It was
people
like, what?
started calling into question very quickly.
Right.
Now, just as quick as people started calling into question, the mainstream media backed off.
Yeah, because, and good thing, because immediately, like the second it happened, I'm sure you've seen online all the tweets that the president came out and was like, this attack against Jussie Smollett. Everyone just, oh, this is just terrible, terrible. They hopped on it like white on rice. Immediately, they had to pull it back. They're like, fuck.
Because
they dished it immediately.
They dished it, but here's how ridiculous.
Plan foiled.
That
shit.
The whole story was so ridiculous that even they, in the back of their heads, knew.
Like, what the fuck did we just do, guys?
So, soon after that, there's whisperings, rumblings of fucking criminal indictment coming down on Jussie. Because guess what, Jussie Smollett, it's illegal to, one, file a false police report, but two, to fake a fucking hate crime.
Unbelievable.
So, if you were Don Lemon, respectively, what if I was Don Lemon, what I would do, maybe go on my program and say, you know what? I made some statements before all the facts of this situation came out. I've got a little egg on my face. The point is, I got called on the carpet. You know, I made a mistake. We don't know everything that's going on with this case. I just hope you all could respect me as a news person to come out and say, you know what? I stated my opinion before we had all the facts. I hope you can forgive me. That's what a reputable news person would have done. That's not what Don Lemon did.
No. I mean, they can't. They can't afford to do anything like that because these are the folks that will double, triple down. That's what's amazing. They don't. And because if he came out and did that, that would allow the space for the doubt to be confirmed in their legitimacy.
What's so fun?
If that makes fucking sense.
It does make complete sense.
Okay.
What I was about to say is I'm banking on you and I's legitimacy to be, if we make a mistake, we admit it. The whole gag of this podcast, somewhat Savants, we kind of fake like we know what we're talking about at all times. But if there was a true, awful, egregious mistake we committed, I know for a fact you and I would take the shades off, stop goofing, sit down, look directly in the camera and say, guys, we fed you the wrong info. We are sorry. We fucked up. I hope you can listen to us in the future. That's true legitimacy.
Yeah, it's keeping your integrity, credibility, and word of being,
A journalist.
which we're not, but the most a journalist.
That's what it would be. Though.
Somewhat journalist.
Somewhat journalist. Somewhat everything. Somewhat experts. You would think Don Lemon would do that.
You would think, but no, he's a part of the machine.
And so what does he do? When criminal charges start coming down on Jussie, he goes to his phone.
Goes, hey.
And starts being that friend
They ain't buying it, bro.
that everybody hates, playing both sides, talking to his producer like, oh, no, fuck Jussie, this and that, I don't do. Oh, Jussie, I love you.
Listen.
Let's have gay sex together. Cocaine. Bring the Nigerians. He starts texting him.
Not the kind that can fight, though.
No, not them. Bring the noose. I'm going to bleep that too.
We have a lot of bleeps in this. It's good, though. It's good.
I love it. I'm pulling up my phone like I got some sort of notes on it. He starts texting him and starts breaking the journalistic code as if he ever held to it to begin with. Starts giving Jussie some inside information. Something he probably thought, you know what? Jussie's my friend. I want to help him. A fellow gay black man caught up in a situation. I'm Don Lemon. I've been caught up in some situations before. I've been caught in lies. I've been caught in mistruths, scandals, whatever. I'm in the public eye. I can relate. I'm trying to really empathize here to where Don Lemon was coming from with these texts. And there's a part of me that's like, you know what? I can see where he would try to help his friend, Jussie Smollett, get through this.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it's almost like, in a way, a glimpse into him battling the commitment and the soul selling he is a part of.
Right.
It's like him being like, hey, man, like, they ain't buying it, man. Like, get out while you can. Like,
Exactly.
it's like, but I'm in this shit. Like, I'm going to have to oust you here shortly. And, it's a shame because it's, if he was, Don Lemon was an authentic person from the get-go, it probably wouldn't be so bad for optics when that comes out. You know what I mean?
Right. So, like we're saying, we can both empathize as hard as it must be and get the point where he's texting his friend, dude, XYZ is going on. If Zach was in trouble and I had inside info, I would text you XYZ is going on. Now, the difference is shit came out in the trial. Donnie Lemon didn't think the shit was going to come out.
Oh, but it did.
And what did Donnie do? Backed the fuck up. I just saw some articles of him saying Jussie's a liar. That didn't happen.
Threw his ass under the bus. Just enforces the whole thing against Jussie now. What a shitty friend.
What a shitty friend and an awful person. What a fake fuck.
Oh yeah. When you're behind the desk on primetime mainstream, you gotta be fake. When you're working for CNN.
Everybody, and here's more empathy. People who find themselves like, let's say 3 years ago, Fox News approached you and I and said, we want to give you two a show. We'd be in the machine.
I'd be like, nah.
And now I would say, nah. There was a point where I'd be like,
fuck yeah. The contract's for how much?
Exactly. We can understand. And again, I'm giving tremendous benefit of the doubt just to slam him even more. We can understand some degree of fakeness on television media. But to text someone privately, and then when you're called on the carpet about it, to publicly,
like, liar. That's not true. I'd be like, dude, what a douche.
I hate Jussie. He's a really bad person for doing what he did. And he was trying to capitalize on some hype and brought in two dudes. Who knows what was going on with them?
And that's another thing, too. You would think both gay, both black, you would think there would be some sort of allegiance, some sort of, like, integrity or honor with being like, hey, listen, like, I got your back to an extent. No, immediately, that's bullshit.
Covering
it's like, wow.
his own wimpy black ass.
Black ass. How the hell are you,
so
Jimmy?
Cowardice.
Well, you know, Don. Did I already tell you the story about him at the bar and
recap it?
Where he
I remember it slightly, but let's.
Where's the Hampton?
The Hamptons.
The Hamptons. I think it was the Hamptons.
It was.
Yeah, famous bar where a lot of famous people frequented this bar, and the bartender came.
I remember this now.
Did I tell it on the podcast?
No.
Okay. The story broke with Megyn Kelly's podcast. She brought the guy on. Well, the guy, I guess, was walking through. He saw Don Lemon. This is just to show more.
I remember this now. Okay, if you don't remember, I remember everything now.
Yeah,
Keep going.
It's to show more how shitty this dude is. And he walked by and he said, "What up, Donnie? You want is there a lemon drop?" He made some sort of comment. And
hey, Donnie, do you want a lemon drop?
Or something.
Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, and he wasn't even working, this bartender.
And apparently Don Lemon was a regular at this bar.
He is a regular. And he just basically was like, nah, man, like, he said something to him like, you know, I'd rather just be left alone or whatever. And he didn't think anything of it.
Sure, understandable.
The bartender who made the comment, he's like, okay, fine. A couple hours later, I guess Don Lemon, like, approaches this dude and walks right up to him and goes, you, like, flirting with me? You like, fucking with me or something? Or said something to the extent of, like, you like men? And so what Don Lemon did was he stuck his hands down his pants, groped his genitalia, and then, like, made the bartender, like, sniff his fingers or something sick like that. And the guy was like, whoa, like, I was just kidding. And, like, he didn't even know what to do. He just, like, walked out the back door. Like, they didn't fight or nothing, but it's like, dude, you're a fucking weirdo, bro.
Sniff this. Yeah. That's some Kevin Spacey shit.
That's some weird shit, right? I don't know, man. Like, after I heard that story, I'm like, dude, this guy is kind of messed up. Like, that's just disturbing.
And somehow he's still got a job on primetime CNN.
I know. And, like, wouldn't you consider that, like, that's like sexual assault?
That is sexual assault.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be doing that.
Dude.
Like, that's not right.
You made a comment, by today's standards, I heard you about to say, if you were back in the 50s and you did that to somebody, one, they'd fucking clock you.
Well, what I'm saying is by today's, first off, you get your ass beat back then or something.
True.
But what I'm saying what I mean by today's standards is
by his own standards.
By his own standards. And then he had the audacity to, like, get on the news later and be like, you know, we should believe all victims. And then that's when that guy, he wasn't even going to do anything about it. And then he came and broke silence, and he doesn't even want, apparently they're trying to get him to shut up by paying him. They're trying to get him to shut up by paying him, right? And he's like, I don't even want the money. I just want a public apology. And Lemon won't give it.
What a lemon.
What a fucking lemon, bro.
Lemon.
Donnie Lemon? Fucking douche. God.
I hate him. So YouTube lets me know that I think 70% of the people who watch this video aren't even subscribed. And as much as it kills my soul to say, smash the like button, oh, subscribe, that shit actually does work. So please hit the like button, subscribe to both channels, I mean, why not? And turn on your notification bell. Appreciate you. I'm out.